Ikaw naman, Sandro. Yan nga ang gusto ko eh. Laging matuklaw ng kamandag mo.
Sandro is a
Sandro,
gardener in
kain ka
Alfonso's
muna.
estate.
Salamat.
With his handsome appearance, well-built physique, and calm demeanor, he naturally becomes the center of attention among the women in the house.
Teka muna.
Among them is Ray, a lively,
baka
cheerful, and
isip pa si Senyor
quick-witted
Alfonso.
maid. Always finds ways to approach him with her playful and carefree charm.
Ay! Teka muna, titingnan ko pala. Teka, sandali ah.
Their feelings had to be kept secret from Alfonso, the domineering master who would not tolerate any relationships among those in the household. However, no matter how careful they were, they could not escape the watchful eyes of Winika, Alfonso's sharp and perceptive wife, who always had a grasp on every secret unfolding within the estate. Despite being the wife of a wealthy man, Winika was far from happy. Alfonso could no longer satisfy her, leaving her craving the warmth of a man, searching for the passion that had long been forgotten in their cold and loveless marriage. Under the gentle sunlight of the garden, Winika wandered around, lost in thought, unaware that a sharp thorn had grazed her hand. A trickle of blood appeared on her fair skin. Immediately, Sandro rushed to her side, grabbing her hand with concern. At that moment, as their eyes met and their breaths intertwined, an undeniable force pulled them closer. Overwhelmed by emotions, they crossed the line. A kiss deep and unrestrained. But neither of them realized that Alfonso was watching from afar. Suddenly, Winika became aware of her mistake. Panic surged through her as she pushed Sandro away, her heart pounding wildly. Though emotions swirled within her, her mind forced her to regain control. Without hesitation, she delivered a sharp slap across Sandro's face. A desperate attempt to remind herself that this should never have happened. That night, as Winika lay alone in her bed, the memory of Sandro's kiss from earlier that day lingered in her mind, sending a warmth coursing through her body. The way his lips had pressed against hers, the way her heart had raced, she couldn't shake off the feeling. Restlessness consumed her. No matter how hard she tried, she couldn't ignore the fire burning inside her. Unable to endure it any longer, she made a bold decision. She had to see Sandro. However, as she stepped into the hallway, she unexpectedly ran into Alfonso. His gaze was sharp, his expression unreadable. With a firm voice, he warned her to remember her place and fulfill her duties. His words carried an unmistakable authority, leaving no room for argument. "Go back to your room," he ordered. Frustration bubbled inside Winika, but she had no choice. Clenching her fist, she turned around and reluctantly made her way back, annoyance simmering in her chest. The next day, Winika returned to the garden, her heart filled with anticipation, hoping to see Sandro once more. As if drawn by the same invisible force, Sandro appeared and approached her. His presence, his gaze, it was impossible to resist. With sweet, honeyed words, he whispered to her, melting away her hesitation. One kiss led to another, and soon they surrendered to their desires, giving themselves completely to each other. Their love had defied all barriers, all prohibitions. But what will become of their forbidden love, now that Alfonso has discovered the truth? Subscribe the channel to find out in the next episode.